Hello and welcome to my channel, Michelle S. I am Michelle. So I had all sorts of plans for videos, for a video that I was supposed to post either today, Sunday, or tomorrow, which is when this video is going to go up, and that's Monday. Things did not go as planned because yesterday I was actually heading to start my plans and I got in a car accident. I'm not sure if my car is totaled yet, but it did have to be towed from the scene, which was unfortunate. I was driving on on the 215 West, and I was about to jump onto the I was about to get off, like close to getting off on my exit, and then this car starts, like, I'm like in this lane going like 65, and this car starts like merging like super quick into my lane. So I panicked and swerved like a dummy, and so I was still going 65. There was a car accident that was up ahead a little bit, so the cars that were in these two lanes next to me were they were slowing down. And so I ended up slamming into the car, rear-ending the car in front of me, which ended up impacting the car in front of them. So 3-person car accident. My airbag deployed. And it just happened so fast. It was so scary. The whole situation is just like scary, and of course, like, I was super shaken up. So by the time that I like stopped, I just was like, I don't know, I was like shaking, and I didn't even know what to do. Like, I called one of my friends that lives out here first thing, and then I called my dad immediately after, and I didn't even know, like, I probably needed to call the cops and my insurance and all that, but in my mind I just was like, like panicked. It was bad. Luckily it could have been worse. I'm totally okay. So apparently, I didn't know this, so I had a Hyundai Sonata 2015. Apparently there's like not just an airbag like where the steering wheel is, there's also an airbag at the bottom. So it's kind of funny because I probably wouldn't have really gotten hurt, but the airbag at the bottom also deployed, and it ended up burning me. So I'll show you guys, I'll get closer. So I have like these little burns right here, and then on this leg, on this leg I have these burns. I don't know if you can really see them, and then some like minor cuts, and that's just all from the airbag. And then I had right now, like, my neck is just super stiff, so it's like hard for me to like turn. But I did go to the doctor, and I only have like muscle strains, pretty much like my muscles and my tendons strained, which, you know, pretty much probably what happens to most people when they get into like big impact car accidents like that. But luckily everything was okay. It was kind of crazy though. Like, I feel like if this would have happened to me like 2 years ago, my reaction would have been completely different. I mean, just like the aftermath of everything. And of course, like, it sucked and I felt really sad. The hardest part was being far away from my family. Luckily I have some very like loving people out here in this area, so that made it a lot better. But it was hard being away from family, being away, you know, from mom, dad. And my parents are super sweet and super supportive and called me a ton, and my dad would like fly out here and everything, and my sisters called me, and yeah, everybody's just really sweet about everything. But it's still hard. It's really hard being away from family. So, with that being said, I was actually supposed to be sending this out to my sister yesterday. So she'll be getting it. Vanessa, if you're watching this, you'll be getting this. But I was supposed to be sending this out. I actually did start reading it and I like became obsessed, pretty much got through like the whole thing. But it's called Pillow Thoughts by Courtney Peppernell. I hope I'm saying that right. And it's cute. Like it's a table of thoughts and it's just like different things. There's one that's like if you need encouragement. Page 169 of this book. But life is not about half doing. You cannot half love or half accept or half live. It's about giving everything you have. When you're old and worn, do you really want to look back and say you gave the bare minimum? You owe yourself more than that. Yesterday, when everything happened and everything just like happened so fast, I thought about like so many things, but afterwards I was like thinking and like reflecting, and I really did think about what I half do and how I half love and how I don't like give my whole self because I'm like I'm too scared to get hurt, or I don't fully live because I'm too worried about what other people might think or what the feelings I might feel in the moment, or I don't know, just so many different things, so many things that are like don't matter, you know, because when it like comes time for you to like go, like what did you do when you were here, you know, how much can you say that you were 100%? And that's what I want to be, is 100%. I'm so glad that I had that moment, and I'm so glad, like as horrible or like as terrible as it is, and I'm still like gonna have to go through insurance claims and it's gonna be crazy, but you know, I have so much positivity coming from this and it feels really good. It feels really good to be in a place where I take a bad situation and I feel like a positive thing is coming out of it. And hopefully I have a good update because my birthday is coming up. Y'all, I told you this, like my birthday's coming up. I have been so excited. This is a little damper on that parade, but hopefully, you know, it still doesn't affect things. And I mean, it's gonna a little bit, you know, obviously it's gonna hit my account, but we'll see. I am happy to be in a good place and happy that things did not turn out worse. So of course, if you like this video, go ahead and hit that thumbs up button. Don't forget to subscribe, and lastly, strong energy, positive vibes, and stay high on life.